Welcome to the series on a real-world project with WordPress and BuddyPress. In this video, I talk about two things: the backend setup and the code behind of this left column, and this mailbox page. So let's get started. Welcome back to the members profile page. And on the last video, we covered this header part. And this one, we will cover just this part, this little block right here on the left column, and the message page, which is this guy right here, right? So let's go to the backend code to see how this is made. And before we do, let's go to the bottom and see what template we are looking for: index type athlete. All right, so we are back at index type athlete, and just to show you the location, it's under the themes folder, the theme name, BuddyPress member single index type athlete. That's where it is. And this is the beginning of the page. These are the variables we collected. We covered all these in the last video, and we finished right here, large profile header part, which is this header block right here. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and minimize it, and that's where our left column is starting. This is it. This is where the left column starts, and at the very beginning, these are the two buttons that we see right here. These two buttons, and one is going to that email inbox page, and the other one is going to the athlete member index page, which we covered in much more detail in the whole bunch of previous videos. And this is the part we are interested in, because as you can see, this is the center column starts here and left column ends, so we are interested in the left column. So since this is gonna be a very large page, I mean, if we keep dumping all the HTML in one place, so I created a separate custom template section for myself. You know, as you can see, these are with my name, like Moose template parts, and that is under the BuddyPress member single. So let's go see BuddyPress member single and Moose template parts. So here, what we need to find is the athlete profile left info box, which is this one. It's right here. And this one also has a whole bunch of variables up top, and these are being displayed on the left section just by echoing those variables. And just like the header part, these variables also, for example, like gender, date of birth, nationality, height, weight, sports enrollment year, right? Which are shown right here in this block. And the sports and the enrollment year also here. And these are being collected from BuddyPress profile custom fields using this xProfile function. And all these numbers are the field IDs. With those, we add the user ID, we get the value for specific user, for this specific athlete, in this case, Brent Summer. So let's go check in the backend. This is our man right here, Brent Summer. If we go to his extended profile, and as we saw last time, the name and the sports preference are right here. Video block we will cover when we go to the middle section. This is also for that, but this is where this gender, date of birth, country of residence, height, weight, enrollment year, all these are coming from this block right here. And if you want to dig deeper a little bit to see how we are setting this up, we have to go under users and profile fields. If I open this up here, as you can see, I have laid out all the tabs to organize my data fields, and these tabs are created using this add new field group, and that's how I created all these. And the data that we saw here, all these personal member bio block, right, as shown right here, gender, DOB, and all that, are available in this member bio block. Also, if you notice, look closely here, you'll see this is where the members which are able to see these are also notified here. Member type, athlete, coach, subscriber. So gender comes for all type of users, but height, weight, etc., enrollment year, these are not going to show up on the coaches because these have the athlete and subscribers only, right? These are limited to these guys only. So these items are not going to show up in the coach's profile. Also, if you want to see how I'm restricting those, if I go to edit, this page here, if you look in the right side, member types, this is where I am actually allowing athlete and subscribers to be able to see them, and I'm not including coaches, and that's how this field is being restricted from their profile. And also, if you're wondering where we're getting those field IDs from, is right here. Every single time, if you go to edit, in the end, field ID 14, and that shows up in the code, height, field ID 14. So that's how those data are being collected. Now next we're going to look at the mailbox, which is this guy right here. This is another template, pretty much looking like the other one, and in the middle portion is what we are interested in, and this one has new message block, and then this is how you send emails to users. For example, let's say if I want to, you have to know the user's name or their username, something like that. For example, if I say coach, see, it gives me all the coach 1 2 3 4 5. It goes to the database and lets me choose somebody, and I can just, let's say, choose coach 5 and put some subject and some text in here and send the mail. Processing. Okay, so it's blocking me because my message length is too small, so let's make it bigger. All right, let's try now. Boom, done. So message has been sent, and the same way this athlete can receive message here from other guys, right? And you can actually see this is unread, so if you can click here, and this is how they show everything. That's how you read the message and send a reply. And there's also a settings. This is where you can set up a bunch of things and block somebody. And there used to be a few more buttons that are not necessary for our purposes, so I cut them out with CSS. And whatever you see here is heavily customized with CSS, right? To be honest, in this part, I just used a shortcode from the backend, and that's how it's all the credit belongs to the plugin maker. So let's go to the backend and let me show you. This is the plugin in question, Front End PM Pro, and it's definitely a paid plugin. It has lots of bells and whistles and features that most of them I haven't used. And to go into its settings, you can find all these parts. I'm just gonna quickly go one by one and show you what's available. And there's lots and lots of documentation available also. So I can't even tell really, like, what does what, but I will show you one part that I actually used pretty heavily and it works. Their support is also pretty great. Privacy, then email. There's lots of customization is possible. As you can see, the message type. And this is the part, the security part, that was pretty fascinating, because initially a client wanted us to set up the emailing system in a way that only coaches could email athletes, but athletes, before paying, they shouldn't be allowed to email the coaches, right? So this is where I came to control it, like who can access message, who can send new message, who can send reply, etc., etc. And the most interesting part was this. Just by using these roles, I actually managed to control the athletes so that they could not send emails to coaches, but the coaches could do the other way around, right? So that's pretty much about this left column and the email inbox. And next we will get into this body, or the middle part, and that's coming up. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please smash the like button and the subscribe button. This will help me bring more free contents like this to you every week. Thanks again.